Alright, let's start checking on some analytics before I start working on the new video. So, how we doing on the MightyMander channel? Okay, let's see, we got 48 views, we got 24 views, 75 views, hey, not too bad. And 49 views, okay. How's that Hot Wheels video doing, that world race video? Holy shit! 1,300 views? When did that happen? That's cool. Salutations, my friends, I am TheMightyMander, and today I've got a little bit of a request fulfillment video for you guys, my first of the type here on TheMightyMander, and it has to do with that Hot Wheels video that I just mentioned. That video is doing very, very well, better than I ever expected it to do, to be honest, so thank you guys for that. And I've received a couple requests in the comments section of that video to take a look at the movie on which that game is based. So here we are, diving into what will likely be a total cringe fest of a made-for-kids TV movie from the early 2000s. Let's f***ing do it. So first, let's let Past Mander fill you in on the background of the movie, just so we know what we're dealing with here. In 2003, to coincide with the 35th anniversary of Hot Wheels, Cartoon Network aired a full-length animated film called Hot Wheels World Race. Thanks, Past Me. Alright, now with that in mind, let's just jump into this thing.
I don't know why we keep failing. I've built a new kind of car, the fastest in the world.
What exactly are you failing at? Your boy just looked like he let off the gas at the top of the loop, man. You know how many racing games I've played where I've made that mistake? The camera angle just psychs you out, bro. Just keep going.
Maybe you should build a new kind of driver.
Also, I swear that robot has Glyph's voice from Mass Effect, and somehow it got even more annoying, which is actually impressive, because I'm pretty sure in Mass Effect it was intentionally annoying, which I'm not so sure is the case here. There we go, that's the kind of cheese fest music I was expecting. We got a bro fest, just a couple of bros tearing up the half pipe. Just some bros giving each other hand jobs like bros do. Bro.
Bummer.
Next time you want to lose to me, Alec, try surfing. Water's a lot softer.
That's not even true, man. Have you ever had a gigantic torrential wave crash down on your head? I'm not a surfer, so I haven't either, but I'm pretty sure it's not fucking soft. Pretty sure Swayze didn't die for the ultimate swell because water is softer. Show some respect for your boy.
Surf or skateboards, either one. We could get sponsored.
Haven't you heard? I'm a team of one.
Wow. I'm supposed to root for this chump? He's straight up acting like a more annoying version of Otto Rocket, and those kids were like 9. So yes, that is in fact our protagonist, Joseph Vert Wheeler, aka fucking Edgelord McSurfer dude. He comes home to find his military dad shipping out on a surprise call, which is unfortunate for him because today happens to be his 16th birthday and he wants to go get his driver's license.
Look, I'm sorry I have to go, especially on your birthday, but I've got a responsibility to my squadron. We're a team, and as a team...
You said as soon as I was 16 I could drive the car.
Jesus, Vert, way to be a selfish little prick. For all you know, your dad could be the leader of SEAL Team 6 and going off right now to take out the leader of fucking ISIS, man. I'd get it if you were a businessman or something, but he's on call for the fucking military, not taking a vacation. Oh shit, what a transition that was. That is some Hot Wheels shit right there. And don't worry, that doesn't go anywhere. That pretty much happens for every single scene in the movie. So he gets a perfect score on both the practical and written tests, and after another flaming wheel transition, exactly 20 seconds after the last one, he comes home to find the fucking decked out Diora 2 Hot Wheels car just sitting in his driveway waiting for him. And then he gets into the car, and we get a little extended version of the intro cutscene from the game. You've been chosen to take part in the world race. We've selected drivers from all over the world, blah, 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 blah. But what I want to know is, this dude literally just got his driver's license, like, today. So how, by all that's holy, other than his test scores, does Gordon Freeman over here know that Vert has any driving talent whatsoever? Why take such a big gamble? Why not make Vert like the best youth kart racer in the world or something? Then I would buy that he has talent and that he wants to be a fast driver. But so far, all I know is that he skates a little bit and apparently surfs, even though we did not see him surf. Okay, so apparently this guy's name is Peter Tesla, not to be confused with Gordon Freeman or my boy, the OG Tesla.
The driver who wins will be declared the fastest racer in the world and will receive $5 million.
Why though? That's so arbitrary. Like, our guy already wants to be the world's fastest driver, so why do we even need that extra motivation? Is it to appeal to stupid kids? It's to appeal to stupid kids, isn't it?
What would you do if you had that kind of money?
I do, and I've done it.
We're only 5 minutes into this fucking movie, and it's already got me more confused than the first time I watched Inception and didn't even see the first hour. That's a true story. I saw that movie the first time having missed like an hour of it, and I'm genuinely more confused right now than I was then. So apparently each car is equipped with a different environmental traversal thingy. Like apparently the Dune Rat car can go off roads, Scorchers can drive through lava, and Wave Rippers can jump up in the air, I guess? But like, why? And why do the cars give one person a clear advantage in a specific area if you're looking for the world's best driver? Shouldn't this be on a level playing field? Otherwise, wouldn't the winner just be the person that's got the car best equipped to deal with the environment right before the finish? So they test their stuff out, and this kid, man, I swear, world's best driver my ass, dude. The race hasn't even started yet and he's already fucking everything up. His unobservant ass hits a rock and does basically the equivalent of, duh, what's this button do? And almost crashes both he and Gothy Von Ponytail over here into a wall.
This isn't a game, kid. You're a driver now, not a surf rat.
Who are you calling kid?
So he's apparently okay with being called Surf Rat? Mind you, even though once again, we never saw him surf. He made an offhand reference to surfing, seemingly implying that skating is superior, which I'm not sure if I'm backing that or not, but like, not only does he completely ignore the fact that he was just called Surf Rat, he actually takes more offense in being called a kid, even though that statement is factually accurate. He's only 16. I agree with Ponytail over here, man. Vert does not belong here, and I see no reason whatsoever to root for him to win this race. He's an egotistical little shitbird, and if he won $5 million, I give him 5 days max until he goes on a cocaine bender, loads up the DR2 with hookers, and drives off a cliff because he can't see because he's done too much cocaine and there are too many hookers on his dashboard. Or pulls a Swayze and dies going for the ultimate swell. Take your pick.
No! I call the track Highway 35 because that's where it begins. But it's older than our roads, older than human history. It was built eons ago by technologically advanced beings, perhaps from another world. Beings whom I call the Accelerons.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
The track exists in a different dimension from our own. A dimension you won't see until the race begins.
And it starts with a drag race to 300 miles per hour, because once you hit 300, it opens the interdimensional space alien portal to the nether realms or whatever. Vin Diesel would be proud. Though, I probably shouldn't make fun, because this probably isn't far off what the next Fast and Furious movie's plot is going to be. There's already rumors that it's going to make it into space, so why should interdimensional travel be that far off?
Check out these rocks.
Forget the rocks, Benji. Check out that sky. Hey, watch it, Kurt.
How do these people all know each other? We never established whether there was any sort of connection here. Was there a coffee break in between all the exposition? Did they all bro down and have a Breakfast Club montage while we weren't looking? I certainly don't fucking know, because of course, no need to show the audience that connection, because character development? This is Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels! Beat that! So that loop from the beginning of the movie is the biggest obstacle in the first leg of the race, and of course, Vert is the only one to make it over because of some physics-defying skate park bullshit to make it seem like his inexperience is actually working for him. But it doesn't matter because Ponytail Guy is right behind him in the very next shot. Continuity? This is Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels! Then you got some damsel in distress bullshit where this Lonnie chick very stupidly gets her car submerged in lava because she doesn't remember the conversation about the cars being tailored to specific environments, even though it was like a minute and a half ago movie time.
He can do it, I can.
That's a great message to send to the kids there, movie. Have the one female character crash her car into some lava because she conveniently ignores instructions she got 5 minutes ago during the first race sequence of the movie, so that it requires not one, but two of the main characters to settle their differences in order to save her. Gender equality? This is Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels! Beat that! So after the first leg of the race, the drivers get sorted into teams, even though I thought they were already sorted into teams, but whatever. You got Vert leading the Wave Rippers, Taro Kitano aka Ponytail Man heading up the Scorchers, Banshee Castillo in charge of the Road Beasts, Ben Kadim on the Dune Rats, and Kurt Wilde leads the Street Breed. And while they're distracted by Tesla's expositing, he makes an in-person appearance, which I guess is supposed to mean something to me, because it obviously means something to all these other people.
Good.
That is a hell of a reaction shot. Animation budget well spent. Tesla also explains that whoever wins the race will be given access to the Wheel of Power, some sort of artifact that the Accelerons planted at the end of the track, which they built because of their love of racing or something. I don't know, man, it's a MacGuffin. And we get the second appearance of this mystery man over here who blew up the track in the last race, and whoever this lady is who wants him to get to the Wheel of Power before Tesla. And I mean, we're not supposed to know who this guy is, but like, I can see his car. It's the same one Kurt Wilde uses. Like, that's not even clever. It's clearly Kurt Wilde's car. I'm glad there's some element of mystery here that'll give me 30 seconds to think about it, and I could probably predict down to a T how the rest of the story goes. But before this, I was afraid that the half-assed rivalry between Surfer Dude and Ponytail Man was going to be our only source of conflict in the entire movie, and the rest was just going to be these boring-ass race sequences, which aren't nearly as fun as me just playing with tiny Hot Wheels cars on the fucking carpet of my living room. And then Discount Zero from Borderlands 2 over here meets with his boss, this blonde lady named Golorum, and expresses some remorse towards sabotaging the other racers, saying he'd rather win the race fair and square, and he's got the skills to do it. Boss Lady shuts down his compassion, saying that the Wheel of Power is too important to be left to chance, and even tells him to straight up murder the other racers if they get in his way. Mark of the Ninja over here is totally Kurt Wilde, and if he's not, I'm gonna punch myself in the face.
Will you let the city of your fathers become a ruin? For 100 years the desert has grown around it. The people are leaving it.
What is this Vision Quest bullshit? Look, the last thing I want to do is turn this video into Crusade for Social Justice in a fucking Hot Wheels movie, but like, look! Only black dude in the entire movie, and they give him a half-assed, ambiguous African accent and a spiritual connection to a fucking guru of wisdom or some shit. I would much rather see Vert try his hand at meditating and hallucinate words of wisdom from his dad or something. Where's that guy at? He was the most rational character in this movie. And then his son goes off and does DMT with some old dude in the middle of the desert and ends up in this shit. Man, Colonel Wheeler is the real MVP of this movie, and he doesn't even get a chance to shine. So, the next leg of the race, this time it's in the desert, and Vision Quest over here actually ends up finding the Wheel of Power. But Discount Ninja Gaiden over here ain't having none of that shit, so he leads everyone on a chase after it, backwards on the track. Whoa, wait a minute. We're an hour into this movie, and you think you can all of a sudden just throw out a split frame shot like that and think you can get away with it? Nah. None of that shit. I see you, movie. I see your tricks.
Kurt Wilde? You have to give me the Wheel of Power.
Yo, I fucking knew it, man. Boom! No face punch for Mander today. I have no idea why I'm so thrilled about that, because it's basically just the equivalent of Kevin Spacey wearing a Kevin Spacey mask and take it off. It's like, ta-da, it's me, Kevin Spacey, the whole time. F*** you guys. And I'm gonna punch myself in the face anyway, because this movie fucking sucks. So, it turns out that wasn't the Wheel of... And tragically, there's still more to the race. Vision Quest sees his guru again, Kurt Wilde wants out of the race, but Boss Lady won't let him, and sends 2 more ninja bots to help him out. On to the next leg. I'm going to take this opportunity to point out that there is not one technical aspect of this movie that redeems it in any way whatsoever. The animation is practically robotic. Every line is a wisecrack delivered horribly. Turns out that this movie has 2 directors, and my gut tells me that only one of them had the idea to throw those split shots in. He probably slipped the editor some fucking sedatives and threw them in while the other one was on a coffee break or blowing rails of coke or some shit like that. So the next leg of the race is in an ice world, and that makes me realize I actually think the locations in the game were more interesting. I said in my review of the game that the tracks weren't very memorable, but compared to these bland-ass backdrops, they seem positively ingenious by comparison. This next leg has all the teams start to work together to get past the obstacles dropped by Ninja Guys 1 and 2. Marky goes ahead by himself because he wants to win and gets caught up in some anti-vehicle mines in a sequence which, to the movie's credit, is actually pretty intense. They cut the cheesy music and Mark is just outrunning explosions in his car and narrowly escapes. It's the one point in the movie during which I actually found myself feeling a modicum of excitement. It's just too bad that it only lasts for what, a minute? because the way he gets out is dumb. The fight between Kurt and the now weird spidery robot guys is dumb. The brotherly spat between Mark and Kurt that immediately follows is dumb. And the duel between Vert and the now malfunctioning psychopathic robot man to reach the actual wheel of power is, you guessed it, boring as shit and absolutely fucking dumb. But thank the Accelerons, it's finally over. Except that it's not, because there's still one more hopeless attempt to redeem this movie's plot. So Tesla is hoarding the and seemingly wants all the racers out of his place as soon as possible. Boss Lady sends 1,000,000 Cyber Ninja spider bots after the wheel. Vert and Kitano break into Tesla's lab like a couple of morons because he won't let them race on Highway 35 anymore, but according to them,
Highway 35 is more than just a place to race. It's like a fire inside you.
Alright then, no allusion to the fact that any of them developed any sort of connection to the track up until this point, but okay. And Tesla reveals that the is actually an unlimited source of clean energy. Uh-oh, that sounds familiar. Better be careful, Tesla, or you might end up face to face with the Doom guy, and you definitely do not want that. Though it turns out Tesla may have underestimated the Wheel of Power's, power, and in his own words,
I'm not positive, but I think I just blew every fuse in North America.
Tesla must have forgot to pay the light bill.
well, looks like I'm not catching that rerun of Game of Thrones tonight. Thanks a lot, Discount Gordon Freeman. And alas, the movie suffers its one and only casualty. The glyph robot that had like 2 lines, fried in the power surge. Good night, sweet prince. You delivered those 2 lines with vigor and enthusiasm, and you died how you lived. A completely unnecessary annoyance. Okay, so Boss Lady is surrounding the place, and all the racers break out to return the wheel before she gets her hands on it because... do I even care at this point? Earlier in the movie, she says she wants it just to prevent Tesla from getting it because he doesn't fully understand its power, which is true, but it's painfully obvious that she just wants it for herself because it's revealed that she's now an evil robot lady, and like, do I care? Why? She's been in this movie for a total of about 5 minutes, so like, what possible reason do I have to give half a fuck about what she wants? She's easily the worst part of this movie, and that is saying something. But she's defeated and gets away, setting up for a sequel that, God help me, I hope this movie never gets.
This is not the end of the race.
Sure as hell better be the end of this movie, though, I can tell you that much.
It's beautiful.
Pretty cool. Cool nothing. It's hot.
Fuck off. And it turns out that the glyph bot here isn't actually dead. Joy of joys, now you get 3 lines. Hey, at least my boy Colonel Wheeler makes another appearance before the credits roll. Given the ludicrousness of this situation, which he had no prior knowledge of, he's surprisingly calm, but my man!
My man! What's this button do?
Dad!
Bird?
Ride away, Dad!
Oh, Colonel. Gotta love him. This movie is at least an hour longer than it has any right to be. At the beginning, it was just so cheesy that it was funny, but it's nearly 2 hours of the same kind of bullshit driving and surfing puns, cheesy one-liners, and terrible animation and music. After a while, it was just absolutely exhausting. My head actually hurt after watching this movie. The nicest thing I can say about it is that it's a product of its time, and it's a fun, goofy reminder of the weird bullshit that pre-adolescent idiots like me thought was cool back in 2002. It had 1 or 2 cool moments, actually just 1 to be precise, but other than that, it's exactly the kind of terrible writing and storytelling tropes, painfully cheesy voice acting, and general hamminess that you'd expect from a made-for-TV kids movie of this caliber. But hey, at least it's over, and I don't think it could throw any more curveballs my way. Hey, so you wanna play? Oh, Jesus Christ, not again! I can't take this shit anymore, man! I've been the Mighty Mander. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my friends. F this movie. This movie broke me! Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you want to see more. Also, make sure to click the notification bell on my channel so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, because I may have an extremely sporadic upload schedule, but rest assured from this point on, the uploads are coming, and clicking that notification bell is probably the single most helpful thing that you as one person can do to help this channel out. So I would very, very much appreciate it if you did that, if you so choose. Also, I didn't realize until I was editing this video, but it really does just seem like I was just relentlessly shitting on this movie for 20 minutes. I don't actually hate the movie that much. It was just really, really easy to make fun of because it is so cheesy. And, you know, sorry if I, you know, pooped all over your childhood or something like that. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram as well. And until next time, I have been the Mighty Mander. Peace out, my friends. I love you all.